Okay, in today's video we're going to be focusing purely on the assault class. So we're going to talk about everything that the assault class has, and then we're going to do show some gameplay of the assault class. So we're going to start with the star cards. We're going to say what all the star cards are, what the names are, what they do. So that's what we're going to start off with. Luckily, all the star cards are unlocked, so it'd be much easier because there'll be an image to go with it, even if the image is slightly blocked. So the first start that there for all the class, actually probably not all the classes, but well, we can have a look actually. If we go to a vehicle class, I don't think vehicle class doesn't have it. I think, what about Enforcer? No, so it's only, I believe it's only the Assault, Heavy, Officer and Specialists. Yeah, it's only them. So, these ones, so Assault, which is the one we're focusing on today, they have two sort of sets of star cards. So we have the boost cards and the ability cards. So we're going to explain. So I'll explain how the ability cards work. I guess I could have explained this in the progression system video, but never mind. How it works is these will replace or improve existing abilities. For example, this one here, which is the improved thermal detonator. An improved version of the thermal detonator with a larger blast radius and shorter recharge time. So actually, this card would be quite useful, but there's a catch. You can only have 3 star cards. You can only have 3 star cards per class and per hero. So I've chosen my 3, which means if I press this, as you can hear, it's not letting me equip it. It says there you have already equipped 3 cards. You can only have 3, which is a bit unfortunate. Up there you can see it says select cards and it says 3 out of 3. So unfortunately, oh, it tells me up there. Oh, okay, that's something I never knew. That's cool. So unfortunately I can't equip it. It would be nice if it was 3 cards from here and 3 cards from here, but then that would make it way too overpowered. That would make you way too overpowered, but never mind. So now let's talk about each of the individual star cards. We explained that one down there, but we'll explain the rest of them. So assault training. Gain a small amount of health for each defeated enemy, and that goes from 20 extra health, 25, 30, and then 40. So it's interesting it isn't 20, 30, 40, then 50. They chose to add a 25 in there. That's a bit interesting. But this card obviously allows you to gain health. It's a bit like the hero's passive ability, which is the health on kills card. That's basically what this is. So, yeah, the next card is called Bodyguard, and this says take reduced damage from explosions and toxins. So that can be quite useful if you don't really care about these other cards. Then we've got. Wait, did I read the? Oh yeah, I did. Then we got expert weapon handling. Your weapon cooling success stats are longer, which means you have it will be easier for you to get the what's it called, the yellow thing when you reload your weapon, and then you can have an extra shots. I'll explain it when we actually get into showing the the character off. The next one is called Marksman. God, this is going to be a long one to read. When you defeat an enemy with a headshot, your weapon heat will be reset. Ooh. And your weapon will produce less. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Will produce less heart. Sorry. Oh yeah, you less heat. Sorry. Until you overheat next time. Ooh. That's a pretty powerful star card. I've not actually got that one unlocked yet. Then we have your health regeneration delay is shorter than normal, which is called Survivalist. This allows you to regain health quicker, which means you're less likely to be. You might be less likely to be killed. Bounty Hunter, you gain battle points at an increased rate. So 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. So that's pretty good. 20% extra allows you to get to your hero classes, your hero class in, let's say, Galactic Assault or something, a lot better. So, oh, whoops, sorry. Then we have Resourceful. All of your abilities have a shorter recharge time or times, which allows you, which means that if you throw a grenade, the ability to throw a grenade will come back quicker if you use the star card. And then finally, for this, for the boost cards, Brawler. When you defeat an enemy in melee combat, your abilities refresh and you gain a small amount of health. That's an interesting star card. Cool. Alright, we talked about this one. You can see at the bottom with these ones which ability it helps, and it tells you what the thermal detonator does. The default thermal detonator is a throwable grenade, of course, packing a deadly punch. It can kill you, depending on where and how close you are to it. Then we've got the improved scan dart, which is completely for me is completely pointless. I don't know what you might enjoy using the scan ability. I personally don't really understand how it works, but never mind. So it says an improved scan dart that stays active for a longer, revealing enemy locations. Okay, so that's what it does. It reveals enemy locations, so I guess it could be useful. This default, I'm not going to bother reading that. Smart ion grenade. So this will replace the standard grenade. So it will replace the standard grenade for this ability. So it's so it says this ion grenade automatically detonates near an enemy, strikes and vehicles. Ooh, dealing heavy damage. That could be quite powerful. The next star card is Recharge Vanguard. So this replaces the middle ability and improves upon it. An improved version of the Vanguard that takes your abilities out of recharge when you defeat an enemy. That means as soon as you defeat an enemy, the Vanguard will go away and it will recharge. I guess that could be good. I don't know. Flash Pistol replaces the third ability. So actually, maybe I will do this because a light and versatile sidearm that can fire an alternate projectile that causes a blinding effect on the victim. Oh my god, wait. I can't get this. But once I do get it, I think I am going to add it. I'm going to replace one of these cards. Probably this one here. Because that one's less important than this one and the other one. Right, then we've got this one which is called... I can't actually pronounce that. Why can't I? I don't know. Regenerates your health while the ability is active. So again, it replaces the third ability. Oh no, this is the first ability. Oh, this means we don't have a grenade. A weapon that fires canisters which administer a powerful aid that deals damage over time. Could be useful. Final two cards then on the ability cards. An improved version of Vanguard, again, with a single slug, which is a type of gunshot, if you didn't know. It's not a slug as in an animal. I'm sure you knew that, though. For improved accuracy and range. But having said that, I didn't know that. Before I played this game, I didn't know what a slug was, as in a gun. I didn't even know there was one, so... Maybe you did know, maybe you didn't. Killstreak Vanguard, an improved version of the Vanguard, again, that replenishes your active time when you defeat an enemy. So that means Vanguard can just stay open, depending on how many enemies there are near you. That could be quite powerful. So that's all the star cards. Then we've got all the different weapons. Now I haven't unlocked these two. Yeah, I'm sure after a year of playing the game I will have eventually have done it. I mean, I guess I took a whole year and only unlocked one gun. Does that mean I'm only going to unlock this gun and then I'll take another whole year, 2021 to 2022? That would be bad, wouldn't it? So by 2022 I'll have all the guns unlocked on the assault. That would be bad. Hopefully that's not the case. There are attachments. I did not mean to do that. How do you unlock this? Complete milestone. Trainings. I have no idea. Okay, I'm not bothered. I don't like the sound of that gun and how it works, so I'm going to keep with the standard DC 15A. But the other gun is called an A280. I will leave it on the screen. You can pause the video if you want to read any of the information. Right, next is a CR2, and it says to get this one, it's complete milestone 200 assault kills. This one requires 50, I want to say, or maybe 100. I'm not 100% sure. Right, if this one requires, let's see, 400. So yeah, so it's 100 to unlock this one, 200, and then 400. So I'll let you read that. Okay, and that one. By the way, you can see the bar of how close I am to unlocking each of the guns. So it says you need to do 200 assault kills. Looks like I've done about 170 odd maybe. So there's only about 30 odd more kills to do. So it's not going to take that much longer to actually gain this gun. And of course, any of the up until the point of between where it is now and right at the end, this one will also be increased as well. So yeah, this one is called the L15HFE. and I'll let you read that rest of the information because I can't bother to read it. Cool. Does it give you information? There's okay. There is information on what each of these are, but yeah. I'll just a slow scroll so you can pause the video and read it. Alright, that's the guns. Right, next, appearances. So we've got a lot of appearances. Let's start with the separatists. So we've got the default appearance, which is the standard look. We've got the Geonosian appearance. We've got the pilot appearance. We've got the jungle appearance, which is the one I'm going to switch to. And we've also got the training appearance, which is new in the latest update, which was the 2nd December update. So there was 2 because there wasn't an update in November, but then we got resistance. So we've got the default human resistance number 1, human resistance number 2. Again, there's information. If you want to read the information, you can pause the video. I'll go back up so you... Actually, the information's the same, or is it? And the information between these two is the same. So then we got this one, so you can read the information if you want. I'm sure I'll read the information at some point in the future. I just can't be bothered. Tell you what, let's... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to press this button. So if you press in the left stick, you can go into a camera mode where you can show off, where you can look at, rather, it. So this basically looks like Niam Num, pretty much. Or it pretty much is a Niam Num, just, you know, not quite Niam Num. Then there's this guy. I realise I'm going to have to zoom out so you can actually see him. There you go, now there's back to being closer. So there you go. Yeah, okay, the information for that one is slightly different for these two. So that's that. Rebel Alliance, so we've got the human number 1, human number 2, Salist Rebel number 1, and Nictor Rebel number 1. Galactic Republic has way too many skins for me to go over, so I'm not going to go over every single skin. I'm certainly not going to read the name of each of them out, because that would take way too long, and I cannot be bothered to do that. So, but you get the gist. They're just sort of appearances that some of them are actually pretty cool. Some of them look similar to clones from the Clone Wars, which obviously that makes sense because it is supposed to be. But I do like playing. If you're looking for a specific skin, you can always go through phases. If you know it's a phase 1 armor, then you know it's going to be one of these that you're looking for. Or if it's phase 2, then you know to look through here. So there aren't actually loads and loads of skins, or nowhere near as many as I thought there was. Again, each of them do have information. Each of them do have information on each other, but I literally can't bother to. Like, if you've got the game, you can look at it yourself because it's going to take too long otherwise. I haven't even got into the gameplay yet. I'm not even sure if I'm sure I am gonna put gameplay, but we're gonna go into like arcade or instant action, or maybe co-op. Let's go into co-op, because if we go into co-op, we know we can pick the mode, but then we know we can pick the mode in arcade as well. But emotes. So there's about 30. Wow, there's about 30 emotes. Is that right? Nope, there's exactly 30 emotes. So I filled them up with the most ones that I care about the most, but there is a lot. Unfortunately, you can't go for all of them. What's that one supposed to... Oh, flirty. Choking. That one's quite funny.
I'll give up. I'll give up. Oh,
Cool.
I'm sorry.
That's funny. So again, if you want to see all of them, then you can go to your own game. If I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're thinking about getting the game, or you've already got the game, but you want to know how it works. So victory poses is at the ready, charge, searching, which is one I've got, and stop right there. I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to change it. And that's everything under the Assault Trooper. We actually finally did it. So I'm going to head to play, I'm going to head to co-op, and I'm going to head to the Galactic Republic so I can show off the first gun. Or maybe, I'll tell you what, no. That's going to take too long. Let's just go into arcade. Solo. Custom arcade, and we need to pick a galactic map. So let's go for Kashyyyk. We need to go with them. So when you're in, yeah, that's alright. I didn't change any settings, so it is a one-hit kill. That's why I wanted to go into co-op instead, but never mind. In future, I'm going to cut out the loading times for stuff like this. The only reason I'm not doing it in this video is because I'm basically doing it because I've just started this series. I'm doing a bunch of videos back to back, so I wanted to just get it done, and so afterwards it doesn't matter. So there we go. So we're only focusing on but assault is what we're going for. So you can either be in third person like this, or we can go in first person. Oh. So you can see how quickly my health regenerated. I've got extra health. Oh no. Well, I'm dead already. That's nice for me. I guess I'm shit at the game. So that's obviously AI. Her first person mode can be interesting. Of course we've got the emotes.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Whoa! Jeez, that scared the life out of me. There you go. There's the orange or the yellow. I guess I'm shit. I think I needed to add some AI help, because otherwise it's just going to take me way too long. You can press up. In multiplayer, of course, it won't pause, but in this it will, and then you can see the abilities and their information. So thermal detonator, and of course the stock and equipped cards as well. So, and also the level of your character as well.
Roger, roger.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Some of the... I'm a bit out in the open here. You can see that I'm getting increased health. We've also got the... This will allow you to detect... There's also the... I'll tell you what. So when I'm in arcade, I have made the ability for the abilities to recharge a lot quicker.
Now we're talking. Come on.
Ooh. So that's. Oh no. So that's pretty much the assault in a nutshell. If you did enjoy this video, I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to quit now. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And if there's any information you think I missed out about the assault class or anything that is relevant to this video, then let me know in the comments. So thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.